Hello, I'm Sabina from Riverdale Community Midwives in Toronto, and today I would like to talk to you about what to do if a baby arrives before the midwife gets there. Now, commonly this is referred to as emergency childbirth, but I would like to rephrase it today and call it spontaneous childbirth because essentially what you as the helper are doing, you are assisting the birthing person to birth their baby. You're keeping them calm until help arrives to the best of your abilities. Um, so to break it down into some simple steps, you have to really remember three main things. Number one, call for help. So page your midwife and call 911, both. Tell the dispatcher when you're on the phone with them that you have paged your midwife and that you will need to answer her call when it comes through, because she will talk to you on her speakerphone as she is driving to your place. At the same time, an ambulance will be on its way as soon as you tell them that a baby is arriving quickly. Number two is you've got to create a soft landing. So if the birthing person is standing up, maybe they're panicking, maybe they're calling out, then you want to get them down onto the carpet, onto the floor, onto the bed, the grass, it doesn't matter. Number three is when the baby is born, you need to keep the baby and the birthing person warm. That's very important. So find some towels, a cloth, blanket, or even your own clothing. Anything will do just to keep them warm. So let's go over the individual steps a little bit more in detail. So let's say you've called for help, you've gathered some blankets, a bunch of towels, you just yanked them out of the closet, fine, doesn't matter. And the person that's giving birth is on the living room floor and being very, very panicky, maybe screaming, maybe freaking out, maybe saying all kinds of things. So your main job right now is to keep them calm. And the way you do that is by helping them to slow their breathing. And the most effective way to do that with someone who's panicky, because panicky people don't want to make eye contact. They constantly try to avert their gaze. So you may need to hold them by their shoulders, actually touch them and look at them straight in the eyes and say, look at me. We're going to breathe together. We're going to slow our breathing. I'm here with you. Help is on the way. Your baby is coming. I'm not going anywhere. You are safe. You will be fine. And you start breathing with them. Big breaths, inhales and long exhales. You get them to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. Once they're becoming a little bit more calm, and really this is amazingly effective if you do this with real commitment, then you're really ready to catch a baby. So there's two ways this could go. Either the baby could emerge very quickly, first the head, then the body, all in one, and then all you have to do is just catch the baby, place it on the person's abdomen, put a towel or a cloth over the baby, dry the baby, rub the back gently, which will stimulate the baby to breathe, and baby will start crying, start to become pink, and really you've done the job. The other possibility is that the head is being born first and then nothing happens. So now all you see is this head that is sort of like bluish, grayish, sitting there with nothing else happening. So this means that the rest of the body is very likely being born with the next contraction. This can take 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So just wait patiently. Again, reassure the birthing person. And then, after a couple of minutes, you could encourage them to give a little push. Say, do you have to push? Push again. And then the rest of the body will be born. second step is the same as I explained before. You just dry the baby, place the baby on the person's abdomen. Now, another little detail. As the baby emerges, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the baby's umbilical cord could be wrapped around the neck. I'm sure you've heard about this. People are always very scared about this situation, but it's really a simple thing of just unwrapping that cord gently and then bringing the baby up. So what you don't want to do is leave that cord wrapped around the baby's neck and then bring the baby up to the birthing person, because it could then be too short and you don't want to pull on that cord. Now, in terms of cutting the cord, you don't have to worry about anything. Just leave it alone. All kinds of amazing blood and nutrients and oxygen will travel to the baby from the placenta still. Really, the idea of finding a shoelace, tying the cord, all that is completely unnecessary. And you can just leave that for the midwife or the ambulance. The same with the placenta. Leave the placenta for your midwife. Don't do anything. Just leave it there. Admire the baby. Provide warmth, support, and wait for help to arrive. You will be fine.